A very good morning to you, dear students. Today we are going to talk about the chapter Indigo, which is taken from the book Flamingo, and the title itself reveals it is about a plant, indigo, the crop. So first, let's discuss about the author, Louis Fisher. So Louis Fisher, born in Philadelphia in 1896, was a Jewish American journalist. He began his career as a school teacher but later became a journalist and famous international reporter. In June 1942, he was permitted to stay for a week in the guest house near Mahatma Gandhi's ashram and conducting daily interviews with the great leader. Now, this chapter is an excerpt from the book The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. The book has been revived as one of the best books ever written on Gandhi by Times Educational Supplement. We talk about the title. The title Indigo focuses our attention on the issue of exploitation of indigo sharecroppers at the hands of cruel British planters. The British compelled them through a long-term agreement to plant indigo on 15% of their land and surrender the entire harvest as rent. And after the development of synthetic indigo by Germany, the British planters extracted money from the peasants as compensation for being released from the 15% agreement. The peasants, poor farmers who wanted their money back, filed civil suits. Rajkumar Shukla persuaded Gandhi to take up the case of indigo sharecroppers. So indigo sharecropping exemplifies the injustice of the British and the Indians. Submission to British authority. The Champaran movement that centered on indigo sharecropping led to social and cultural upliftment of the peasants. Here is the summary of the chapter Indigo, and in next video I will explain you the entire chapter, explanation of the entire chapter. So Louis Fisher met Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sevagram, and Gandhi told him that how he initiated the departure of the British from India. He recalled that it is 1917 at the request of Rajkumar Shukla, a sharecropper from Champaran, he visited the place, and Gandhi had gone to Lucknow to attend the annual meeting of Indian Congress in the year 1916. Shukla told him that he had come from Champaran to seek his help in order to safeguard the interests of the sharecroppers. Gandhi told him that he was busy, so Shukla accompanied him to various places till he consented to visit Champaran. So here his firm decision impressed Gandhiji's, and he promised him that he would visit Calcutta at a particular date, and then Shukla could come and take him along to Champaran. Shukla met him at Calcutta and they took a train to Patna, and Gandhiji went to lawyer Rajendra Prasad's house and they waited for him. In order to grab complete knowledge of the situation, he reached Muzaffarpur, that is Muzaffarpur, on 15th April 1917. So he was welcomed by Professor J.B. Kriplani and his students. Gandhi was surprised to see the immense support for an advocate of Home Rule like him. He also met some lawyers who went already. He met some lawyers. वहाँ पर वो बहुत सारे lawyers से मिले who were already handling cases of sharecroppers, जो already sharecroppers के cases handle कर रहे थे. As per the contract, 15% of the peasants' low land holding was to be reserved for cultivation of indigo. and the crop of which was given to the landlord as rent. This system was very oppressive, and Gandhi wanted to help the sharecroppers. So he visited the British Landlord Association, but he was not given any information because he was an outsider. He then went to the Commissioner of Trihut Division, so who threatened Gandhi and asked him to leave Trihut. So instead of returning, he went to Motihari. So here he started gathering complete information about the Indigo contract. He was accompanied by many lawyers. One day, as he was on his way to meet a peasant who was maltreated by the indigo planters, he was stopped by the police superintendent's messengers who served him a notice asking him to leave. Gandhi received the notice but disobeyed the order. A case was filed against him. So here a case was that is filed against him, and many lawyers came to advise him, but when he stressed that they all joined his struggle and even consented to go to jail in order to help the poor peasants. So on the day of trial, a large crowd gathered near the court. बहुत ज़्यादा quantity, बहुत ज़्यादा मात्रा में लोग इकट्ठे हुए outside the court. It became impossible to handle them, and Gandhi helped the officers to control the crowd. So here Gandhi gave his statement that he was not a lawbreaker, but he disobeyed so that he could help the peasants. So he was granted bail, and later on the case against him was dropped. वापस ले लिया गया. And Gandhi and his associates started gathering all sorts of information related to the Indigo contract and its misuses. So later a commission was set up to look into the matter. बाद में एक कमीशन बनाया गया ताकि वो उस मैटर को प्रॉपर देख सकें. And after the inquiry was conducted, the planters were found guilty and were asked to pay back the peasants. मतलब उन्होंने जितना वो दिया था इंटरेस्ट उनको वापस लौटाने के लिए कहा गया. Expecting refusal, they offered to pay only 15% of the amount, and Gandhi accepted this too because he wanted to free the sharecroppers from the bindings of the Indigo contract. He opened 6 schools in Champaran villages, and volunteers like Mahadev Desai, Narhari Parikh and his son Devdas taught them. Kasturabai, also the wife of Gandhi, used to teach personal hygiene, and later on with the help of a volunteer doctors, he provided medicine facility to the native of Champaran, thus making their life a bit better. A peacemaker, Andrews wanted to volunteer at Champaran ashram, but Gandhi refused as he wanted Indians to learn the lesson of self-reliance so that they would not depend on others. And Gandhiji told the writer that it was Champaran's incident that made him think that he did not need the Britishers' advice while he was in his own country.